Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the second movie in our Stan and Ollie Silent Movie Week. Today we're looking at another one from the new release from Eureka Films. The Silent Collection it's called. And the one we're going to be looking at is called Duck Soup. Now this one, as I told you in the last video, Stan Laurel was the star. And this one's no different. It starts off saying Stan Laurel in Duck Soup. But this one is a more traditional Stan and Ollie film because he's been partnered up with Oliver Hardy in this one. And they're playing their normal kind of roles, the sort of little vagrants, sort of like they are in this one. They're like living like hobos, if you like, and they're in the park. In this one, Stan is dressed like our typical Stan and Ollie with a bowler hat, but in this one, Ollie's dressed in like with a top hat. They haven't established that look yet, but they're both in the park with their sort of worn out clothes, and they've got the normal sort of Laurel Hardy gags, you know, whereas Stan Laurel's the buffoon and Oliver Hardy is the sensible, normal, straight guy. And what's happening, it's a bit of a bizarre story. There's this forest fires going off in the park and stuff, so the local sort of fire patrols are rounding up the vagrants to get them out and stuff like this. So they're sat in the park and then they're spotted by these patrol, and they try to pretend they're not vagrants, but they fail miserably, and then the sort of foot chase starts off and we get our silent movie fast speed chase through the town. And it's absolutely hilarious and fantastic. And Stan and Ollie steal a bike and they go off, and Stan says to Ollie, well, he got the right, and says, "Oh, this is my first time on the bike." And Ollie goes, "Me too." So, and anyway, they're cycling away, going quite slow uphill. And then the police and the patrol have seconded the car and they're chasing them, and then they're going downhill. And then they break the bike and they fall off the bike, and it's right outside this sort of posh house. So they go into this house and hide. The vagrants try and have a look, but they've sort of lost them for a bit. And they're hiding behind the curtains in the house because the people that live there are still there. But they're going away for a few years' holiday. And they've put the house up for rent. So Ollie has the great idea, let's pretend we're the owners and we will rent the house out. And as that happens, we get a couple arriving at the house to sort of like have a look to rent it over. So Ollie persuades Stan to become the maid. So he has to go and dress up in the maid's clothes, and Ollie puts on this sort of nightgown to pretend to be the master. So off they go, and they invite them into the house, and straight away the woman of the couple that come in to try and rent the house takes to Stan. I think Agnes is his name in this one. He plays Agnes, and he wants her to run her a bath and all this sort of thing. So she straight away likes the idea of having Agnes around. So Ollie shows the guy around the house and stuff like that, pretending that they know what it is. While this is going on, way back in the story, we've got this sort of like old bloke who's we saw at the beginning of some clips, who's sort of like a sort of almost like a Brian Blessed sort of guy with a big moustache. Now he's the actual house owner. And he is actually on his way back, because I think the people that were staying there are also his family, but they're going away, so they're going to rent the house out. But he's actually on his way back. Anyway, so he's still making his way back to the house, the actual owner. Meanwhile, back at the house, the couple decide to rent it from Stan and Ollie, but they want to keep Agnes on board as the maid. So, and anyway, she has to go and run her a bath, and Stan gets in the right predicament. He's like locked in the bathroom, looking through the keyhole, because she's now sort of like stark naked because she wants him to run a bath and give her a massage. So he's absolutely doesn't know what to do with himself, and his trousers keep falling down because he's dressed in the maid clothes with like tights and the maid stuff, but his trousers keep sort of coming down, so he's got to keep pulling them up and to hide that it's actually not, he's not a man. And then the whole sort of film is the normal Stan and Ollie chaos in the house. That's one of the beauties of their humour. You don't need the spoken word. The spoken word ones are fantastic because they're well scripted, and it's just amazingly written, and you've got some great liners in that. But these are just as funny, and we are treated to loads of you can see the beginning of Stan and Ollie in this one. It's a real sort of like almost a classic one of their tales. So I'm going to score this another fantastic watch, and I'm going to give it again an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I can't give these a 10 out of 10 because they're only 20 minutes long, so there's not a lot I can actually give on it, but they are fantastic. These are 20 minutes that you'll never get back. Now, I've got disc 1 in here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that disc. So they're all over 20 minutes long. So you've probably got, I would say, you probably got nearly 3 hours on each disc of short movies. So you've got like I don't know how many on the other disc. There is going to be more on the other disc, and there is some special features on this disc as well. Let me just go back to the special features on disc 1. I'll tell you what's on here. It's got a thing called Laurel and Hardy in the UK, and it's got a Stan Laurel interview from 1957, and then a Stan Laurel interview from 1959. So it's even got special features on. This is disc 1. It's in my player. Like I said to you, it is a 2-disc set. So there is the disc 1 is in the player, and there is the other disc there, which hopefully is going to have some more silent movies on it, and it comes with a booklet, and it's a fantastic set, and it's got a great image on the inside case, and it comes with a slipcase. Now I'm not sure if this is going to be a limited edition. It looks like it is a numbered one up here. I'm not sure if it's going to be limited because of the booklet and the thingy, but I would grab it. It's not cheap, guys, though. All right, it's not cheap. It's about 30 quid, which is quite near the price of the big box set with all the Laurel and Hardy talkies on it. But anyway, this is a fantastic film. Duck Soup, really, really cool. Recommend it to you. Anyway, guys, till the next one. We'll look at one more this week, and I think we're going to be looking at Love 'Em and Weep. I think it's going to be the next one we're going to check out. But until then, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I'll see you all soon.